Hey folks, this is Jason from MrTheBigMan.net. Looking at part 2 of our Reaktor tutorial for the Reaktor exploration series. Today we're going to look at adding 2 additional oscillators and then a mixer in order for us to be able to control the size of the sound coming through each of the oscillators. And this is fairly straightforward, nothing really too hard about this one. So we'll just make a start. We'll select the first oscillator here and then just Command and copy for Mac or Control and copy for PC. And then again Control V for PC, Command V for Mac. And we'll just pull another couple out. So we now have another 2 oscillators here. I'm just going to drag them up into the screen to make it a lot easier to see. Now obviously all 3 of these are marked oscillator 1, so we're going to want to change that. So it's a case of just selecting it and going up to the corner here, and where it says oscillator 1, just click here and change it to oscillator 2, and we'll see that it changes here, OSC2. And same again for this one, we'll just change it to 3. Now essentially it hooks up in exactly the same way as every other one, so we'll grab a hold of the note pitch, we'll drag it down to pitch on both, and then we'll drag the A over to the output of the ADSR on both, and now we have all 3 of the oscillators are now completely hooked in and ready to accept a MIDI signal. Now I want to talk next about mixers. Mixers are great tools, especially if you're using more than one of something. Simply because you can hook it all up and you can set up a slider or a knob to control the volume of each of the oscillators in this case. So what I've done is I've just dragged out a mixer section here. We can see that currently it only has 2 inputs and we need 3. So we're going to make a change to that immediately. We go across into the function tab and we can see here where it says min ports is 2. Double click on that and go with 3, and you'll see that our mixer now changes to have 3 inputs, 1 for each of the oscillators. So we'll just grab it out and put it in to each one, and we'll do exactly the same with all the oscillators. Now you'll see here that there's a level port for each of these, and what we want to be able to do is not only set up our own slider for each of the oscillators, but also change this to show that it's in relation to that particular oscillator. So what we do is right click on a PC or right click on a Mac if you've got it. I don't, so therefore I'm going to hold Control onto this and I'm going to select Create Control, and I'm going to do that for all 3 of the levels. Now this works in exactly the same way. Up here you'll see we have level. I want that to be OSC1, and we do that for each of those. Okay, so now we have that completely set up. I'll show you what it looks like in the arrange page in a minute, because we'll go through how to actually make this look the part, so to speak. So we just take the output of that and we drag it over to our outputs here, just to ensure that we've got everything there. I'm going to press a button, hopefully it works, and we can hear all 3 oscillators working there. I'm just going to go back out into panel view, and you can see we've got a bit of a mishmash here. So we need to have a wee look and see if we can change all of that and make it come out. So I'm going to select the spanner, and then I'm going to select a particular thing, and I'm going to just literally grab that and I'm going to bring it on out. I'm going to do the same for this, for oscillator 3. I'm going to drag that out again. Not too worried about how things look just at the minute. I'm more interested in getting this working. I'm going to do the same for the mixers, and that just happens to be 3, which is good. And number 2, and then 1. So what we can see here, once I take the spinner icon off, we have 3 oscillators, and we have 3 level controls for each of those oscillators. So if I turn down oscillator 1 and oscillator 3, I'll only hear the saw wave of oscillator 2. But if I start the up oscillator 3 and I change that to a pulse wave, say, and so we're able to independently choose and fix volume for each of the oscillators that we've created.